Yeah. So if you would like to, we're going to lie on your belly. So this is our crocodile pose. And again, if it's not suitable, then just lie on your back. But as you come down, you can use your hands, just crossing them over, drop your head down. And then with your feet, if you remember, you take them a little bit wider than your hips, and the kind of inside of your feet just gently lays down towards the ground. So rather than kind of flat feet, you just turn the toes out a little bit. And then you can just relax down there. And if you would like to lie on your back instead, then please do that as well. But just taking a few moments, just at the start of class, just coming away from your morning, beginning to draw your attention inwards. And then just beginning to be aware of your breath. So starting to feel the breath, just moving in and out through your nose. And in this position, we can more or less feel the breath as the belly moves down towards your mat. So start to be aware of that. Maybe try and even your breath out a little bit. So moving into our Samavriti breath. We have an even inhale and exhale. As your breath starts to smooth out, and just noticing your body, just how it's feeling, maybe any areas of tension. Maybe you can release that a little bit. Try and let your body just move down towards the ground a little bit more. As your body starts to relax, just take a moment, just see how you feel. Without judgment, without holding on to your thoughts, just see how you're feeling this morning. So in today's class, we're going to do a practice in grace. So in yoga, grace can mean lots of things. It can just be kind of the beauty of the posture, so how it looks. It can be, in a more kind of profound way, the intention of the posture. So trying to really be aware and present while you're in the posture. And it can also be related to how we move, so a sense of grace and how we move from posture to posture. So just being aware of that today as well. So we'll just move a little bit. You're just going to move your feet. So if you bring your feet so that your toes are now down towards the ground, so your toes are not turning out. And then if you take your hands underneath your shoulders, we're just going to start to press up. And we're moving into a wide like child's pose. So take your time. So as you move up, just maybe widen your knees a little bit. And then maybe start to press the hips back towards your heels. And then we'll start with the arms stretched out. So you're just going to stretch them right in front of you. So you're getting a stretch across the shoulders and the upper part of your back. You could use a block underneath your head or a block underneath your heels, whatever feels best to you. From here, we're going to stretch a little bit through the side body. So you're going to walk both of your hands just over towards the right side. So taking your time, and then maybe take your left hand and just place it on top of your right hand. Again, just see how that feels. Still pressing back gently with your hips towards your heels. Let the head drop down. When you're ready, we'll make our way back towards the middle. So take your time, and then we'll start to move over towards the left side. So again, just taking it as far as you need to. Maybe taking that right hand on top of the left. Start to feel the stretch through the right side body here. Maybe start to breathe into your ribs and into the side of your body. When you're ready, we'll make our way back towards the middle. As you come in, we're going to stretch the shoulder a little bit. So we'll take the right arm, we're just going to take it underneath the left arm. As you do that, you might be able to lay down just onto that right shoulder, but just see how that feels. And then if you'd like, you could also lift your left arm up and then drop the elbow just behind your back. So maybe grabbing hold of your t-shirt, maybe your hip or your thigh. Okay, when you're ready, slowly release your left hand and bring it in front of your face so you can start to press yourself up. And then we'll come in for the other side. The left arm goes underneath the right. You start to lay down onto that shoulder. And maybe reach up with your right hand and then bend the elbow and take it behind your back. Again, just if it feels right. And soften down a little bit. So through your hips, through your shoulders. When you're ready, slowly releasing that left hand. Bring it in front of your face and start to press yourself back up. And we're going to move to all fours, so just take your time moving into it. So spreading your hands and having your knees underneath your hips. So as you inhale, we'll just take that cat-cow movement. So we're going to drop the belly first and pull your chest forwards. And then on the exhale, just drawing the belly in and rounding through the upper back and shoulders. Start to move at your own pace. So in a grace practice, we want to find our own kind of pattern. So something that's not too fast, because we might miss something. And something that's not too slow, because otherwise it becomes too hard. So we're moving at a pace which suits your body. Okay, we'll do that once more, so take your time. And then when you're ready, just move back in towards the centre. So drawing the belly up and in. You're going to extend your right leg behind you as you inhale. So just extension through that leg. So keep it level with your hip. And then on the exhale, we'll draw the knee in towards your chest. So coming back into that cow movement. So really rounding in your back, drawing your chin to your chest. So do that again. So inhale, lengthen and stretch away. Maybe you pull your chest forward so it comes more into that cat movement. And then on that exhale, draw the knee in, rounding through the upper back and shoulders. Do that again. Inhale, lengthen and stretch away. So again, maybe lift your chest. And on that exhale, draw in. Okay, we'll do that one more time. So again, you're just working in your own way, at your own pace. And then on the next one, if you extend and lengthen through your right leg, so just stretch it behind you, you can either just stay here, toes pointing down, or maybe stretch forwards with the opposite hand. Again, let's see how that feels. And always keep that left hand on the ground if you like. Okay, when you're ready, release the hand and release the knee back down towards the ground. And then just gently press yourself back into that child's pose. So you don't have to widen your knees, you can just move back. And relax your head and relax your shoulders. Okay, when you're ready, we'll make our way back up. So just into that all fours position again. And this time we'll just circle round. So we'll move up and over your wrists and then back towards your heels. And again, the speed that you move at, the depth of the move, so how far you go back and how far you move forward, it's really up to you. But make it feel graceful for you. When you're ready, change directions. Just move the other way. When you're ready, make your way back in towards the middle. Taking your time, aligning your knees underneath your hips. And then on your next inhale, we'll extend and lengthen through the left leg. So just take it behind you again. On the exhale, draw the knee in, rounding through the upper back. So do that again. So as you inhale, stretch the leg, maybe lift your chest a little bit. And then drawing the knee in. Pull your belly in tightly. We'll do that one more time. And then when you're ready, just extend and lengthen through your left leg. And then maybe lift your right hand up off the ground. So stretch your fingers. When you're ready, release the hand and the knee down towards the ground. And then just start to move back into that child's pose again. So take your time. Maybe you bend your elbows and relax your arms. Maybe drop your head down. Whatever feels like the right position for you. Okay, when you're ready, we'll make our way forward. So we're coming back in now to all fours. And from here, we'll start to move into our first downward facing dog. So start to tuck your toes. Start to push and lift your hips up. And when you come into maybe soften through one knee and then the other one. Just pedaling out through your feet a little bit. And again, the speed is entirely up to you. Movements are entirely up to you. So you just do what your body feels like doing. So one of the aspects of a grace practice is being true to yourself. So being authentic and listening to your body and doing what feels right. Okay, we'll take one more inhale here. Now we're going to walk your hands just back towards your feet. So take your time, just walking yourself back. When you get there, make sure your feet are about hip distance and bend into your knees a lot. You can either have your hands kind of either on blocks or near the ground or on the ground, or maybe you decide to place your hands on your legs. So, work with what feels right for your body this morning. Bend the knees a lot and pull the belly in. Now from here, we're going to take your hands and interlink your fingers behind your low back. So you're just going to take the hands behind you. And then if you can, we're going to lift the arms just very gently over a little bit. So without straining, just trying to feel a stretch in the shoulders. When you're ready, release your hands all the way back down. As you inhale here, we'll lengthen forward, so coming up halfway, so stretching through your spine. And on the exhale, just folding back in towards your legs. As you inhale, start to reach up, so rising all the way up. And then on the exhale, draw the palms together in front of your heart. So we'll do that again. So inhale, reaching with your arms. Exhale to fold. Lengthen on the inhale. Hold back in on the exhale. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, palms meet the heart. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Just starting to just kind of flow through it. So with the sense of gracefulness. Start to rise up when you're ready. And move at your own pace. And move in your own way. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Lengthen on the inhale. Holding back and on the exhale. Inhale to reach. Exhale, palms meet the heart. Okay, we'll do that one more time. So inhale up. Exhale. Lengthen on the inhale. This time on your exhale, you're going to take the hands back down. So you bend your knees a lot and start to walk back out to that downward facing dog. So take your time, placing your hands. Making sure your feet are in the right position for you. And make any adjustments. So make any movements. So you just shake the head a little bit. Okay, when you're ready, on your next inhale, we're going to lift the heels up, and this time we're going to walk forward. So just walking your feet just up towards your hands. So taking your time as you move in. Maybe separate your feet, hip distance apart. And again, just take a little fold towards your legs, bending into the knees. And then we'll take the hands behind your back again. So we're going to change our grip a little bit. So just move one finger up. And then just very gently move the arms over. Okay, when you're ready, release your hands all the way back down. Again, as you inhale, we'll lengthen forwards once more. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, reaching up, rising all the way up. Exhale, palms meet the heart. Maybe closing the eyes down just for a moment, just see how you feel as you come up to standing. Okay, we'll continue to warm up through the legs. So you can come towards the top of your mat with the feet either together or apart. When you get there, spread your toes, lengthen the legs and relax through your shoulders. As you inhale again, we'll start to reach back up with your arms. So maybe looking up at your thumbs this time. On the exhale, just folding forward, so bending into your knees as you lower down. As you inhale, we'll lengthen. On the exhale, we'll take the hands down. We're going to step back with your right leg. We're moving into a low lunge here. So we're going to lower down through your right knee. Start to make sure that your knee is over your ankle and your left leg. And then either with your hands on fingertips or blocks maybe, we're going to start to move back a little bit. So on the inhale, just slowly moving back, starting to straighten a little bit in that left leg. On the exhale, just re-bending the knee. So taking the knee over the ankle as you move in. So do that again. So inhale, just start to move back. So just to the place where you feel the stretch without feeling any more than that. And then start to re-bend. If you want to, you can just continue with that. If you want a little more, we'll tuck the toes under and lift the back knee off the ground. And then as you inhale, start to move back again. So just start to slowly straighten through that leg. On the exhale, just re-bending through the knee. Okay, we'll do that once more. So again, inhale, sliding back a little bit. Exhale to bend. And then if you've got your back knee on the ground, we'll start to lift it up. And then from there, we'll step back to a plank position. Lowering your knees as soon as you get there, if you'd like, or bend your elbows and lower yourself all the way down towards the mat. Release your toes, and as you inhale, start to draw the shoulders back and lifting through your chest. On the exhale, slowly release all the way back down. As you inhale, we'll just start to move up. So maybe just taking it back onto your knees, first of all, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And again, as you come in, just make any movements, or maybe you hold still now. Spread through your hands, push up and out of your shoulders, draw your belly in. And remember your breath. So in a grace practice, the breath will help us. If the breath starts to become ragged or uneven, then we're taking it too far. We need to keep listening to the breath and being true to the breath. Okay, when you're ready, on your next inhale, we'll lift the heels up, looking forward, and you can step or you can walk up towards the top of your mat, so take your time. Separating your feet at distance and fold in towards your legs. As you inhale again, lengthen forward, so stretching out. On the exhale, just folding back in. As you inhale, reaching up, rising all the way up. And on the exhale, draw the palms towards your heart. Okay, we'll do the other side. So inhale, reaching with your arms. Folding forwards as you exhale. Lengthen on the inhale. And on the exhale again, the hands go down, the knees bend, and the left foot steps back. Again, once you get there, just lowering that back knee down. Maybe flatten out your foot. Start your legs out, so you might slide your back leg further back. But do try and keep the knee over the ankle and the front leg. And again, come up on your fingertips, lift the belly and the chest. As you inhale, start to slide back again. So take your time moving back just to where you feel a stretch. On that exhale, re-bending through the knee. So Do that again. So work at your own pace. Take it nice and slowly and react to what's happening in your body. Again, stay with that, just moving forward and back, or tuck the toes and lift your back knee and do it from here. Again, inhale, start to move back again. Exhale to slowly bend. Do that one more time, so take your time and reset. When you come back in, again, if you've got your back knee down, we'll lift it and we'll step back to that plank position. Again, when you move in, knees go down straight away if you'd like, or bend the elbows, lower all the way down. As you inhale, draw your shoulders back, lift through your chest. Exhale, lower down. As you inhale, maybe move back onto your knees first, and then start to tuck the toes and lift your hips on that exhale back to downward dog. Breathing deeply. Maybe take a deep breath in through your nose and just sigh it out your mouth. Okay, we'll take one more inhale. Then you're ready, lifting both heels. We'll start to walk up towards the top of your mat again. So taking your time as you move up. When you get to the top, we're just folding in towards your legs. So take your time. As you inhale, lengthen, so stretch your spine out. On the exhale, just folding back in. As you inhale, we'll reach up. And on the exhale, we'll draw the palms together in front of your heart. And maybe close your eyes for a moment to see how you feel. So with the theme of grace, we're going to do a couple of sun salutations. If it's not your thing and you don't like doing them, either modify them or just do the half sun sals that we did previously. So we're only going to do a couple, so don't worry. The idea is to try and align our breath and our movement and to make it graceful. So the quality of movement is like you're moving through water. So that's kind of what you want to feel. So we'll come to the top, we'll separate your feet or keep them together. Relax your shoulders, lengthen your legs. As you inhale, reaching up, rising up. On the exhale, fold forward, so bending the knees. As you inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, we'll take the hands down, we'll step to plank, and you can lower your knees straight away if you like. Bend your elbows. And either lower to the ground or just take it halfway. As you inhale, upward facing or that cobra again. And on the exhale, we'll just make our way back. So you can come up onto your knees first, or you can just move back to down dog. We'll stay here for a few breaths again. Just noticing your breath and staying true to your breath. So if it becomes ragged, if you're not managing to hold on to it, then back off a little bit. Take a child's pose. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. When you're ready, we'll lift the heels, looking forwards, either step or maybe take that little walk up towards the top, taking your time. When you get to the top, we're going to fold in. As you inhale, lengthen, so start to stretch your spine out again. On the exhale, just folding back towards your legs. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, palms meet the heart. Okay, we'll do that one more time. So inhale, start to reach and rise up. Exhale to fold. Lengthen on the inhale. Again on the exhale, take your hands down, bend your knees, make your way back to plank. Either lower your knees or bend your elbows, take it down halfway or all the way to the ground. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, make your way back. Downward dog. In a grace practice, we more or less surrender to what our body either feels like that day or is capable of. So you just do what feels right. And that is where the grace kind of aspect comes into. It's being present, noticing everything that's going on, and accepting of where we are. Okay, when you're ready, on your inhale, we'll lift the heels up. Again, looking forwards, maybe take that slow walk up. Maybe you step up. Take your time. When you get there, just fold in. As you inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, fold back towards your legs. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, palms meet back. And maybe just closing your eyes just for a moment. See how you feel. Okay, we'll release the hands and open the eyes. So we're going to come in for our balance. We're going to do dancer today as our balance. I figured that was kind of graceful. So if you want to, you can definitely use a wall. So you can either stand probably sideways against the wall would be better, or a chair, or whatever you want to use. And just move to where it feels right to you. So again, just being authentic and true to what you're feeling like. So we'll stand on your right leg, we'll spread the toes and bend the knee. So you might just stand on your right leg and just bend your left leg. So you might just hold that position and that would be enough. If you want to, you could take your left hand and take hold of the foot. And again, you might just hold here. So it's more like a quad stretch. So you're still getting that strong stretch down your thigh. And if you've got a strap and you want to use it, then you could use it and just hook it round your foot and just hold the strap. So you're just holding the leg up with the strap. It's really up to you. You don't have to hold the foot at all if you don't want to. And then from there, we'll start to reach forwards with your right hand. And then if you want to, you can start pushing your left foot into your left hand. So you just gently press it in. And as you do that, that kind of creates the back bend. And then we reach with that left hand. But you just take it to where it feels right to you. Good. And just take it to any position. It's just, you know, we're standing on one leg. We're all standing on one leg, whatever you're doing. We're all balancing. And we're all graceful. The tricky bit is coming out. So trying to come out gracefully, take your time, releasing it slowly. And then releasing your foot down. So your feet are both on the ground. And then bring your hands back together in front of your heart. And maybe just close your eyes. So with any of these postures, I mean, you know, a professional dancer would be able to do them perfectly. But it's the intention behind the pose that's important, not the actual physical pose itself. So we'll separate your feet, we'll stand on your left leg, we'll spread the toes, bending into the knee, belly in. And then again, maybe you just bend through that right leg and just hold there. If you want a little bit more, take hold of the right foot with the hand. And again, just coming in, you know, to stretch the front of your thighs. So you would just keep your knees pretty much together. And then if you want to reach out through that left hand, start to press the right foot into the right hand and move in as deeply or as shallowly as you want to. It's your posture, it's your body. You just move into where it feels right. As long as your breath is still even and your focus is fixed. Okay, take one more deep inhale. Start to release again as gracefully as you can. Bring it back in, feet together, hands together. Close your eyes. Okay, we're going to come in and do some standing postures now. So we'll come up towards the top of your mat. We'll just do a little half sun style to move into it. So we're going to move into warrior one. And you could just step back if you want, but we'll not be doing any more kind of chaturanga style things. So at the top of your mat, we'll keep your feet together or apart. Spread your toes and lengthen the legs. Relax your shoulders. As you inhale, start to reach up with your arms. On the exhale, moving down towards your legs, bending into your knees. As you inhale here, lengthen. And on the exhale, we'll take the hands down again. We're going to step back with your right leg. So just into that warrior one position. So the heel goes down, the toes turn in, and then as gracefully as you can, Start to rise up out of it. You take your time, reaching up with your hands. Again, that idea of moving through water. And when you get there, although we want it to be graceful, stop and adjust it if you need to. So hop your back foot in or move your front foot out a little bit. Maybe take your arms down if it feels too much and adjust your gaze to where it feels right. Okay, we'll take one more inhale. We're going to open up to warrior two now. So just start to move around. So again, that same quality of movement as you're moving round. Reach with your fingertips. Open up through your chest a little bit. Maybe draw back a little bit through your front knee and start to feel the hips opening a little bit more. And start to feel a balance. So through your feet, feel the weight balance out between your front foot and your back foot. And from here, we're going to reverse it. So maybe reach forwards a little bit with your left hand. Turn the left hand up and then start to move back towards that right leg. Just laying the hand down, reaching through your fingertips. So starting to feel that you're really lifting up and reaching and getting that nice stretch through your front of your body without affecting the legs. So we're still keeping the legs in this strong warrior two position. Good. Very nice. So grace is not weak, it's a strong grace that we practice. But it's not all about the strength either. Otherwise, it's just brute force. So it is permeated with softness. You will take one more inhale. When you're ready, come back. So as if you're coming back to warrior two, take your time. And then we're going to move into Trikonasana. So we're going to lengthen through your front leg. You might hop your back foot in. So if it's too far back for you, then definitely take a step in. Push back a little bit through your right hip and then lengthen over the left leg. Releasing the hand maybe to your leg, maybe to a block. Maybe you come in a little bit and then maybe you ease into it. So you don't have to go full whack into the position straight away. Listen to your body, see how it feels, ease yourself in, moving gently, and try to lengthen the bottom side waist, pull back with your top shoulder and your top hip, engage through the inner thighs, so really squeeze them towards one another. Good, and breathe. Okay, we'll take one more inhale. When you're ready, start to move up. So use your core, draw your belly in as you rise back up again. Release your hands. Maybe roll your shoulders a little. We are going to come into goddess now. So with your left foot turned out already, we need to turn the right foot out as well. But you might find your legs are too wide. So again, adjust them. And then start to turn the toes out. So right foot out, left foot out. Again, if it's too much, ease it in a little bit. And then start to slowly bend your legs, keeping your shoulders over your hips as you take it down. Watch the knees don't collapse in. So draw back gently through your knees as you do that. And then maybe just lift your arms up. And then maybe bend at the elbows a little bit. And if you want to, you could take a little mudra. So the chin mudra is the thumb and the pointer finger just lightly touching. Relax your shoulders, sink your hips. Go back through the knees and breathe. Well done. Okay, when you're ready, slowly start to straighten your legs. Release your arms. Now turn your left foot so it's back up towards the top edge of your mat and re-bend the left knee. And from there, we'll take the hands and just move them round towards the ground, turning on the toes of that back leg as you do that. So you're coming into this lunge position. Good. From there, you just step up towards the top of your mat. So bend your back leg, step it in. As you come in, widen your feet a little bit and fold. towards your legs. As you inhale here, lengthening forwards. On the exhale, just folding back in. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, palms meet behind. Maybe close your eyes just for a moment to see how that side feels. And then we'll come in and we'll gracefully do the other side. So releasing your arms, sort your feet out, so adjust them if you want them wider or narrower. And then when you're ready, just inhale to reach. Again, take your time moving in. On the exhale, just folding towards your legs. Lengthen on the inhale. And again, on the exhale, we'll take the hands down. We'll step back with the left leg this time. So the heel is down, toes facing forwards. Use that core strength to carefully and gracefully lift yourself up. Maybe start to reach with your hands and look up. Again, make adjustments. It's not, we're not machines. We can't just move in automatically to where we want to be. You can move in gracefully and then still adjust if you need to. Think about how the body feels here. So, can you move in a little bit more, or are you at the extent that you want to be at? Okay, when you're ready, again with grace, we'll start to move to warrior two. So take your time. If you're moving through water and settling, making adjustments if you need to, deepening it if you can, but listening intently to what's going on. So grace also implies that we're actually present the whole time. So just being aware and present of what's going on. Okay, we'll start to reverse. Maybe reach forward just a little bit, turning that right hand up and then moving the left hand back towards your thigh. Maybe start to lift a little bit more. Maybe you can stretch a little bit more through your body. Keep the legs the same. Adjust your neck to where it feels right. So you don't have to look up if it feels no longer the right position. You will take one more inhale. We'll start to come back. So as if you're coming back into that warrior two position, and then we'll move into triangle. Start to slowly straighten through your front leg. Maybe hop your back foot in a little bit if you need to. And then start to push back through the left hip, lengthen over the right leg, release the hand, just to where it will go. Again, maybe come in conservatively and then maybe move into it, or grab a block or whatever feels right. Turn your gaze to where it feels best to you. So keep thinking about pulling back on your top hip, pulling back on your top shoulder, so squeezing in your glutes and the inner thighs. Well done, very nice. Okay, we'll move back up. So draw your belly in, lift back up again. When you come to the top, release your arms and maybe roll your shoulders if you feel any tension. And we'll come back in for goddess. So this time our right foot is turned out. So we want to turn the left toes out. And again, if your feet or legs too wide apart for your goddess, then move it in. Start to align your shoulders over your hips. Start to bend into your knees, so pulling the knees back a little bit. Relax into it and maybe sink a little bit deeper, but just as your body gets accustomed to it. If you want to do the same arms, then just take them out again. If you want to try something different, then we can bring the palms towards your heart and then start to lift the arms up and overhead. But again, only if it feels like the right thing for you. If it's too much strain on your low back, for example, then you'll be better with your arms out to the sides. So just see how it feels. Sink into it. Keep your shoulders over your hips. Draw the knees back. Watch your breath. Okay, we'll take one more breath. Slowly bring your arms back down and then start to straighten through your legs again. So we'll turn the right toes up towards the top edge, rebending into that knee. Release the hands and turn on the toes of your left leg. So you're coming back into that lunge position again. Now from here, I'm going to step back this time. So you can step back to plank first of all, if you want to. And then lowering your knees if you want. We're just going to lower all the way to the ground. So just your choice. When you get down there, you can just bring your arms down and maybe lower your head down and just relax for a moment. So again, just noticing how you now feel. Well done. We're going to come in and we're going to do bow pose here. So again, if bow is not your favourite, then you can adjust it and do something else. But we're going to come in and just bend your knees first of all. So you might just keep this just with the knees bent, maybe flex your feet a little bit and maybe try and lift your thighs just a tiny bit up off the ground. If you want to, you could reach back with your hands and then start to lift your chest as you lift your legs. And if you want a little bit more, maybe taking hold of your feet or your ankles. Before you come up, just gently draw the inner thighs towards one another. And then start to press your feet into your hands again. Lifting the chest, lifting the legs if you can. Breathing deeply. And lowering down whenever you need to. You will take one more breath. And then slowly start to release yourself down. And even with that, try to move as gracefully as you can. So not just kind of collapsing and letting everything go, but moving into it with a presence. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to move up, but just to a child's pose again. So use your hands, press yourself up. When you come in, you might want to widen your knees. It's really up to you. Bring your feet together, sink your hips back. And this time, instead of stretching your arms out in front, maybe just bend your elbows or cross the arms over and drop your head down or bring the hands behind you. So whatever really suits you. Just try and relax into it. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to start to come back up. So using your hands, just press yourself back up again. And then we are going to have a little seat towards the front. So if you just bring yourself around, swing your legs round. So the legs are right in front of us. We're going to come into Dandasana, or our staff pose. So if you have a block or a blanket or something, you want to sit on it, then do that. You can have your knees bent or your legs straight. And then start to sit more upright. So you've got your shoulders over your hips. Start to bring your hands down underneath your shoulders. And then start to think about activating every single muscle in your body. So from your toes, all the way through your feet, up through your ankles, front of the shin and the back of the calf, all the way up through your legs, to your hips, your spine, your shoulders, the crown of your head, the head lifts, and all the way through the arms. And in Dandasana, we want to try and be as active as we can in all the muscles in our body. It's one of these poses that if somebody just looked at you, they would just think you were sitting. But we're doing so much more than sitting. Okay, we're going to keep this kind of sense of Dandasana. We're going to come in for a variation on Paschimottanasana, which is our forward fold, which is a rotated version of it. So when you're ready, we're going to take it over towards the left side. So your right hand, you can use a strap here if you want, but your right hand could go somewhere on the left leg. It could, if you can reach, grab your foot. So either on the inside or the outside, it really doesn't matter. And if you've got a strap, just place it around your left foot and hold the strap in your right hand. And then from here, we're going to take your left hand and we're going to take it behind your back. So just where it would sit comfortably. So maybe on your hips, maybe on your low back. Now from here, we're going to move a little bit. So on your inhale, you're going to start to draw back through your left shoulder. And then on your exhale, you're going to move your right shoulder down towards that left foot a little bit. So we'll do that again. So inhale, start to draw back through the left shoulder, so as if you're coming more to the left. And then on the exhale, start to move your right shoulder forwards a little. Good, we'll do that one more time. So again, inhale, start to draw back a little bit. And on the exhale, start to move in. And then we'll just hold it here for a breath or two. So just breathing and holding. Start to feel that rotation through your spine a little bit. Keep the belly pulled in and the back nice and long. Take one more breath. And then slowly start to release that foot and rise back up again. Come back in to Dandasana just for a moment. Again, start to feel all the muscles starting to work again. Okay, we'll come in for the other side. So your left hand, again, down that right leg somewhere, maybe on to the foot, or maybe you grab your strap. So strap over the foot and then hold it, just gently with your left hand. Right hand goes behind, so just towards your hips or your low back. And again, when you're ready, on the inhale, start to draw back through your right shoulder. On the exhale, move forwards through the left shoulder. So do that again. So inhale, drawing back a little bit, rotating round. Exhale, move it in. Okay, do that once more. So inhale and exhale. And again, just hold it here just for a few breaths. See how it feels. Bend your knees if you need to. Okay, when you're ready, slowly release. Rise back up once more. So we are going to come in for Paschimottanasana. So again, you can use your strap here to round the balls of your feet. You can bend your knees. Just work wherever it feels right to you. But sit upright. So once more, just into that Dandasana before we go. And then as you inhale, we'll start to reach up with the arms. On the exhale, just moving forward. So the hands may go into your legs, maybe to your ankles, maybe your feet. Maybe you take your strap now and place it around the balls of your feet with the knees bent or the legs straight. And with your hands, you could either take two peace fingers to the inside of your big toe and create that bind, or you could place your hands on the soles of your feet, whatever really suits you. Again, we'll move through it a little bit. So as you inhale, we're going to lift the chest a little. And on the exhale, you're going to move forwards. So we'll do that again. So inhale, start to lift the chest up. And on the exhale, hold in. Okay, we'll do that one more time. So inhale to lift. Exhale. And when you come in this time, we're just going to round your back. So just as much as you can. Just relax the head, let everything drop down, let everything relax a little bit. Maybe bend into your knees a little bit more. Okay, when you're ready, slowly come back up. So take your time, releasing it as you come up. Maybe give your legs a little shake off. Okay, from here, we'll make our way down onto your mat. So just take your time coming down. So as you release down onto your mat, we'll come in for a little bridge here. So if you do want to use a block, then please definitely do that. But have your feet hip distance. Maybe lay your arms down towards the ground. And as you inhale, start to lift up. So just taking your time, moving your hips up to any degree. And if you've got your block there, just sit the hips back down. If you want to, you could start to draw the shoulder blades a little bit further underneath your back, your upper back, and then clasp your hands. But just if it feels right, if it adds to it. And when you're ready, slowly release your hands if you've got them clasped, and then just start to gently take yourself back down towards the ground. Still with your feet hip distance apart. We're going to take your right leg and we're just going to wrap it quite high over the left leg. So there should be no gap between your legs here when you do that. From here, we're going to press through your left foot. So the left foot's on the ground, just press through it and just nudge your hips just a little bit towards the right. And then drop your legs over towards the left. Maybe spreading your arms and looking along your right hand. Just see how that feels for your neck. And keeping your legs crossed, come back towards the center. So still with the left foot on the ground, press through your left foot, and this time nudge your hips to the left a little bit, and then drop both legs over towards the right side. Again, maybe turn and look along your left hand. Okay, when you're ready, slowly back towards the middle. Uncross your legs. Maybe use your feet just to even your hips up. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So left leg, so that big high cross with no gap over the right leg. So using your right foot on the ground this time, lift your hips a little bit and press them over just gently towards the left side. And then drop both legs over towards the right. Maybe turn your head to the left. When you're ready, back to the middle. So keeping the legs crossed. One last time. So right foot presses down. The hips move gently towards the right. And the legs move over towards the left. Okay, when you're ready, back in towards the center. Just uncrossing your legs when you're ready. And then maybe just draw your knees in towards your chest for a moment. Just making any final little movements that you'd like. Okay, we are going to move into Shavasana next. So if you do want to put some socks or jumper or whatever on, then do that. So take a moment or two just to settle in. Just noticing how your body feels now after the class. Take a deep breath in and out. Continuing to take slow, deep breaths. Imagine if there's any areas of tension in your body that as you exhale, the tension releases a little bit. Starting with your feet, begin to relax your body. Notice that your feet are becoming warm and relaxed. Focus on your left foot. Feeling the bottom of your left foot becoming warmer. Feel your toes warming and the top of your foot. Your entire left foot is warm. Notice now your right foot. Feel the sole of your right foot warming and relaxing. The toes of your right foot are also becoming warm. And the top of your foot. Your whole right foot is warm. A feeling of warmth and heaviness feels very pleasant. Feel the warmth in your feet increasing, continuing up to your ankles, to your lower legs, your upper legs, and your hips. The entire bottom half of your body is warm. Start to notice your hands. The warmth is going in your hands. The front of your right hand is becoming warm, and the tip of each finger and your thumb, until your finger and thumb are warm. Feel the warmth spread to the palm of your right hand and the back of your hand. Your right hand is completely warm. Your hands are warm, heavy, and relaxed. Notice your left hand becoming warm. The tip of each finger and your thumb, until your fingers and thumb are warm. Feel the warmth spread through your palm to the back of your hand. Your left hand is completely warm. The warmth continues to your wrists, your lower arms, your upper arms, and your shoulders. Start to notice the center of your body, in your belly. Start to feel a warmth appearing there. Feel the warmth going up to your chest, to your neck, and down towards your low belly. Your whole torso is warm. Start to feel your head becoming warm. The ears, the jaw, your cheeks. Your forehead softens. And the crown of your head is warm. Your whole head is warm, heavy, relaxed. Start to be aware of the whole of your body. It feels pleasantly warm, heavy, and relaxed. When you're ready, we'll take a deep inhale through your nose. And then just start to sigh it out your mouth. You can do that again, just taking that deep breath in. And just let it go. And you can start to move a little bit. So maybe your fingers, your toes. Maybe starting to move your hands and your feet a little bit more. And if you want to, you can stretch your arms, so taking them overhead, stretching all the way down to your feet. Just when you're ready, as the arms come over, you start to bend your knees a little. So keep your feet on the ground or draw your knees to your chest, just moving in your own way, maybe rolling over onto your side is a good idea, but just whatever feels right. And then just when you're ready, we'll start to make our way up. So taking your time, you keep your eyes closed as you move up. We'll just find a comfortable seat when you're ready. And just bring your palms together just in front of your heart. Just leaving a little gap, signifying openness in your heart. So thank you so much for coming along and practicing with me this morning. I hope you enjoyed the grace practice that we did. Namaste. Okay, thank you very much. I'll just stop that recording and then you can unmute yourself.